Hey guys, welcome back to an episode of Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 as Turkey, or the Neo-Ottoman Empire, fascist Turkey, however you want to say it. Last episode we continued our invasion of Iraq and we brought Iran into it. Oh, they've done a lot more in it than we have. Mostly because they are not having as big of supply issues as we are. I'm definitely putting it down to my infrastructure. We just can't take having all of these troops here. In this episode, I'm hoping we will be able to take Baghdad at last. There we go, we have an improved artillery upgrade. Could get rocket artillery. I'm gonna get more better fighters though. Air support is really strong right now in Hearts of Iron 4. Probably far too strong. And we're going to want to take advantage of that. So I'm kind of wishing that Iran would... Oh, Hong Kong has fell. Kind of hoping that Iran is going to help me here. I don't think they are. Let's research more light tanks, because that's the ones we're currently producing. Wait, yeah, those provinces connect. Trotsky survives an assassination attempt. Now, there is an event chain during the Great Purge where Trotsky can actually become the new leader of the Soviet Union. However, I believe it's bugged right now in the current version of the game. In the beta patch it apparently works. However, in all other versions of the game it is still broken. Fantastic, we have Baghdad almost surrounded. We just got one more province because we do get a bonus if we attack troops that are fully encircled. So I think after this we'll definitely fight Saudi Arabia. Just because Saudi Arabia tends to be a pushover, and so does Yemen and Oman. And their starts just suck. Saudi Arabia has one civilian factory. And they have 3 units of oil, and that's it. No one trades with you because you only have 3 units of oil. Why would they do that when you could trade with like Iran or the Soviet Union or the United States? I think the United Kingdom may have, in certain parts, have oil. I don't quite remember. Yep, here they go, and they have rubber too. Or the Netherlands, I believe Siam might. Or they might just have rubber. No oil, just rubber. So why would they help you? Same thing with Oman, and same thing with Yemen. Their starts just suck. I believe Iraq has 2 factories. Let's get the most war contributions. Still them. Alright, let's go for motorization effort. So I'm not sure if any of you guys have heard about that happen today, because as of the time I'm recording this, it's Tuesday evening here in the USA. But there is a terrorist attack at the Ataturk airport in Istanbul. The things that are definitely 100% sure of what happened is that there were 3 suicide bombers who came in and they blew themselves up inside the airport, and apparently one of them had a Kalashnikov gun. Kalashnikov gun, I should be more specific. Well, not specific, correct. And that people have died. and many more are injured. That is all that we know 100%. That's all that I know 100%. Other people may know what happened more specifically, but that's what I know happened. Now, whether or not you believe that this was done by ISIS, because the Turkish government's official statement right now is, from at least what I've read, that may have changed, and I don't even think what I read wasn't a Turkish federal government statement either. That it was a Kurdish revolutionary group. Whether or not you believe that it was the Kurds or not, do I personally believe who it was? I don't really know. It's too early to say. And personally, I don't know enough. And even if it was soon enough to where it was time to make a decision for it, I don't know enough to make that guess. Or to make that assumption who it is. But either way, innocent people have died tonight, and that's never, no matter who you are, that's never something that's good. So my thoughts go out to all those people who lost their lives and their loved ones who don't get to see them anymore. Because that's something, no matter who you are, you can understand the pain of losing a loved one at some point. So my thoughts and prayers, well, my thoughts go out to those people. And I really do hope that the people who did this, obviously the 3 bombers are no longer alive, but the people who coordinated this are brought to justice, no matter who they are. So, past sad stuff and political stuff, let's get back to fighting. Wow, Iraq is putting up a lot tougher fight than I thought they would. Probably because all my units are basically half dead. Because they have all of these supply issues. You actually should go... Actually, yeah, I'll send you back there. Let's slow the game down and let's just let it run. We'll observe the rest of the world. I think if we do just barrel in through there, we'll eventually stop them. And let's say we are winning. So the British Raj is going fine. What is going on here? Oh boy. Europe's gonna look like a mess. It actually looks like the Germans are pushing back the Soviets. Either that, or I don't quite remember where the Soviet-German border was. It's still pretty even. Let's get... Field hospital is good. That'll help protect some of our manpower. What's our manpower law? We're still limited conscription. We're starting to run a bit low. Well, not running low. We just want to be cautious about how much we're using. And the French still... They're not pushing the Germans back, but the Germans really aren't pushing into France that hard. Oh my god. No. No. The Danes are currently pushing into Germany, although it looks like the Germans are finally pushing them back. What the... Wait, did the Republic in Spain get on it? Oh, what is going on? Rome has once again fallen. What is going on right now? It does look like the battle for this little strip of territory right outside of Baghdad is going in our favor. And once that's done, just an attack in from all sides will seal the Iraqis' fate. Although, I wouldn't attack right now, guys. We're probably not going to fare too well. Urban environments are much, much better for the defender, and do not outnumber them at all there. Latvia and Lithuania have got to be just losing it right now, just waiting for the day they get invaded by either the Germans or the Soviets. You know, if we're going to invade the Soviet Union, now may be the right time. Well, not right now, but very soon. not even soon, just while they are at war with the Germans. Because if they're at war with the Germans, and especially with these weird stretches of territory they have, they're going to have to expend more troops to protect it. Alright, so yeah, let's go invade Baghdad. So we're attacking from multiple directions. Why are we not getting the encircled bonus? Oh, we're losing, really? Oh, they have a lot of troops there. I did not notice that. So you all... I'll just send you guys down here. I do want the armored division. You will should actually go all the way down here and help out. I kind of like it if... Well, I guess the Iranians aren't going to help me. I do not... Oh yeah, I did give them military access at the beginning. It looks like the Soviet Union is finally starting to push them back. What is going on? Now let's improve our relations with Yugoslavia. At the very least, since we're not going to be able to convince them of anything because of their allegiance. Ooh. I know I did this at the very beginning, but it looks like we're really starting to get somewhere, and so are they since they're researching the Manhattan Project. Hope they do not have any interest in getting nuclear weapons. However, having the United States, especially since they're still not part of a faction, is going to be very, very, very nice. Let's see. Oh, we finally broke through there. You guys go there. And you guys go there because they're pretty much probably going to be completely out of supplies. You guys attack there in Baghdad, and you guys head all the way through. Can that province attack Baghdad? It looks like they might. Sometimes with the rivers it's a bit hard to tell. They can. And you guys, actually, yeah, since we're the attackers, we won't have to worry about getting caught up in a fight. Now, since we did not fight Baghdad alone, we are going to have to cut up the country with Iran. I definitely want Mosul, because Mosul is the one with the oil. Well, with some oil. I think I'll let them have the actual Baghdad province, but I think I'll take Al-Hajara. And I might be able to get it, just because since this one has the actual city of Baghdad in it, and it has more population than these two combined, they'll probably just take the province of Baghdad alone. Looks like we're starting. You guys just go there and just. It doesn't really matter where you attack from. Having the armor there is going to be nice. Research, research, research. Let's get advanced machining tools that'll help our production efficiency go up. You know, if Yugoslavia doesn't want to join our faction, I may just invade them. It may not be a great idea, actually. Actually, no. I know what we can do. We may invade Yugoslavia if they don't want to join us, but we'll probably only take Montenegro and Macedonia. While we could take a lot more, Montenegro and Macedonia are pretty much exclusively mountains with a couple hills in between. they are going to be very, very nice defensively oriented spots. Montenegro also has a huge amount of aluminum and chromium, and so does... Alright, so I want Mosul and that. Alright, I can't take that right now. They want to puppet them? I don't really care. Awesome. So Baghdad was... Not Baghdad, Baghdad was left in control of the Iraqis. However, they were puppeted. And we can invite them to our faction now. Great. Yugoslavia. Welcome. And I still need iron. I think I'm going to need a new trade partner, though. Preferably someone who's still going to be around later. And then we're not going to go to war with. Well, they're going to be alive for quite some time still, so I guess there's no point in not trading with the Germans. And now I think we should begin getting ready to conquer Saudi Arabia. Now I am almost 100% sure I will not need help conquering Saudi Arabia. In fact, I'm even going to take a good amount of my troops and we're going to make a front line against the Soviets. Just because I don't need to get jumped by the Soviets when I'm least expecting it. Did the Germans claim Slovenia? Only Italy did. Really? Italy? Oh my god. Oh, the Germans are starting to actually push through into the Soviet land. This is going to be interesting to see how it happens if the United Kingdom is actually able to fully take the Italian peninsula. They do have a good bit of it right now, but I think they're definitely going to have troubles when it takes them to the path. They're going to have to throw the Italians out of the mountains. Although if they do get to that point, the Italians are probably going to start running out of supplies. And it looks like the Germans have also broken through. However, the Maginot Line historically really only pointed outwards. It didn't have any inward defenses. In fact, it was actually probably weaker than if there's just nothing there. Because all the train tracks and stuff they had for the supplies went in. I notice a lot of times if France ever gets invaded and the Germans actually break through, the Maginot Line tends to be the last thing there, just because it's so heavily fortified. Even if they attack from any side, they'll have a lot of casualties. I mean, I would not mind the Soviet Union defeating. No. I mean, I wouldn't mind the Germans defeating the Soviet Union. I would mind it if the Soviets defeated them, because if the Soviets defeat the Germans, then that's a big problem. And the United Kingdom seems hell-bent on invading the Germans in all a bunch of weird spots. Although here they may make a good amount of damage, because they don't share a border with anyone there. Doing a landing in Denmark probably is not a good idea, because they're going to have troops there. Landing there, they look like they may be able to do something, or at least pull off troops from somewhere else. Oh, they could go right to Berlin. You can see all the Soviet troops right there. Are those Soviets? Yeah, I can't really tell. It's because the flag's so little, although it does look like the Soviet flag. It's one of those communist nation flags. Although since Romania's there too, they're just taking it as well. I would like it if I could invite you to my faction, Romania. Is there anyone else we could invite? If anyone else wants to join, I wouldn't really care. We do have planes that can be deployed. Because they have the airport there, and I'll just deploy more. I'll deploy some of my planes here in Sofia. Fighters. and the close air support. The close air support and the fighters. Even if you don't use them, you do want to have your planes spaced out because they can bomb your airports. And losing your planes isn't something that's good. However, losing your planes when they haven't even done anything is worse. So I'll point you guys up there. It looks like the Iranians are starting to also put up a defensive line of their own. And I will not invite them to my invasion of Saudi Arabia. And it looks like we're going to have to end this for today, guys. So I'll see you all next time. Peace.